roles swapped around with Team Secret having first pick.
I think something that Secret can also do, because their first pick is leave Underlord in the pool and then pick it first and run it as a support. I think it's something that Newbie did at ESL, and I think that it's something that's pretty good because they haven't picked it up, and if you're worried about it getting through because you need to ban out that Sloradar, you need to ban out something else.
You can stop right now, it's banned.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. Well, at least they ban it.
At least they ban it.
Well,
so.
the thing about it is Puppy has known to be stubborn with his drafts, too.
Yes.
He's like, okay, I know what they're going to do. We're going to try this instead. But
I don't think they have time to try all that stuff, counter the Underlord.
Yeah, and this tournament, it's, you know, you want to maybe try out new stuff because it's a fairly new patch, but at the same time, this tournament, if you win this, you know, there's always that chance that you will get the invite to the major. Team Secret already won a LAN in the last 2 months as well, so getting an extra LAN win in here, it could mean big things. And I say could because nobody really knows for sure what type of impact it has, but it's good to have that win on your name right there. As a Slardar is Evil Genius banned, so that means Ember, as well as Earth Spirit and Luna are all three still in the pool. And those three were the other heroes banned out previously. So let's see which one that Team Secret leaves in, and therefore which one they might want to pick up themselves. And they're taking their time here. Any hero you would like to see coming out from Team Secret? We've seen some Silencer. Anything you'd like to see them try out new here?
Well, we don't really know what's
we don't really know what they play. So
yeah.
I think what they just showed, that's what we know.
You want to see the Enigma.
Yeah, then exactly.
That's true.
You do want to see that
Go Enigma.
Go Enigma.
But they ban it in the second phase.
Yeah, a lot of the times.
All the time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so that means that if Secret wants to have it, they will have to pick it up in the first two. But it's one of those heroes that is fairly easily countered.
Do you think they'll pick Ember Spirit first pick?
I don't see why not.
Well, it's mid-one's signature hero.
Yep.
Why not? And I feel it's overpowered, this patch. Yeah, there it is.
So several ways to deal with the Ember Spirit. I've seen Silencer sometimes, I've seen Invoker a lot of the time, and I've seen Nyx a lot. Ursa destroys him in lane, but the thing about it is you can just dump him in the safe lane. I'm pretty sure MP can play it too, right? So as we saw, that kind of destroyed DC is when Ursa's not in a favorable matchup and you stomp him hard in the early game, everything just goes to crap.
I think they're gonna go for Nyx Assassin. Skez is a good hero.
For who? Secret or EG?
For Secret.
Secret.
Well, it's an IO Juggernaut pickup, so a lot of sustain again. Might not be with the Underlord, but they could try to go for the same type of siege.
Who wins mid, Juggernaut or Ember? I've seen that matchup a lot, but I've seen it go both ways.
It's a lot of magical damage. It's only magical damage coming out from Juggernaut early on.
He can right click pretty hard with a poor man shield. I thought that too. I was like, can't he just flame guard? But I've seen a lot like just straight right click down. I don't know. That matchup's a little weird.
I guess it depends on the roaming hero a lot and who gets the earlier 6. It's D.
Well, who gets the earlier 6 might have something to do with the supports that come around and help out. And the IO is one that typically helps out the Juggernaut a little bit at the start. Shadow Demon picked up by Team Secret.
Just to deal with the Jug, I think.
Defensive support as well.
Yeah, once he spins, gets the ultimate.
Yep.
Pretty useless.
He's even good to disrupt. His illusions do a lot of damage.
All right, so you've got the openings of both teams. You kind of know what type of playstyle they have. They've both played the full best-of-3 series. Earlier today, we've already got Evil Geniuses banning out the Silencer that we've seen Puppy play a lot today. What's your next move?
I think they're going to either pick or ban Nyx Assassin. That's one of their moves.
On the side of Team Secret?
Yes.
All right, how come?
Because he counters Ember Spirit really good. He can stun him for like 4 seconds. So easy to, just from Vendetta, use Carapace and then just stand after you're stun locked.
Well, they ban out the OD first. That leaves us to believe that they're thinking that Juggernaut's going to be on the safe lane and not mid.
Does Storm still do well versus Ember?
I think so.
You think so?
It's a lot of magical damage. He just removes his shield with the remnant and the passive one.
But root.
But root.
Yeah. It's kind of weird how the root mechanics work, actually. You can, if you like root Storm Spirit, you can't go out. If you root Ember Spirit,
Yeah, you can go
you
out.
can go out. Seems like fire beats water. Really weird.
Fire beats storm, indeed.
But you can still, you can't blink, you can't move, but you can force stuff yourself.
You can slide.
You can slide as well. Well, seems like the fire is the strongest element.
All right, there goes Enigma ban this time from Team Secret themselves, though. So that's a bit of a change there, but ban nonetheless. Maybe tomorrow or maybe in the third game, if there is one, we'll see.
What is that? Is that a Terrorblade?
That is a Terrorblade ban, correct, sir.
Banning out the good Shadow Demon partners. Don't want the Juggernaut to be ripped apart.
Are there any others left?
Morphling, I think, is the main one that I see. Most common. Luna, by far the most common. Terrorblade, as we've seen a lot this tournament. But Morphling, he's been banned out now and then. I don't know. Sometimes he's picked up. I think he's decent versus Wisp, too. You can split push quite easily. You're not vulnerable to relocate, and you have a lot of bursts to deal with him later.
Well, the first pick is going to Evil Geniuses after this banning phase, so they get to make their first move. Banning out the Silencer and the Terrorblade, does that give anything away about what type of plan they might go for here, or is that just generally bans towards the Shadow Demon in this case and Puppy's Silencer earlier on?
I think it's just for the Shadow Demon.
Yep.
They don't have any anti-push so far. That's
They
why
do
they
now.
banned it. Yeah, they do now.
LC is one of the better heroes at locking down Ember Spirit. You don't actually need a support with a lockdown if you have the Legion Commander. Ember Spirits, they build Lincoln Sphere like super late. If they do build one at all.
And is this enough already to kill it, or do you want some more burst damage coming out with Legion Commander as 4th and 5th?
Well, depends how the game goes. If Legion Commander gets an easy game, some early damage, he can just solo it after with the Blade Mail. But once after he gets his blink, they can just relocate and get an easy kill on Ember.
Is this a Universe Legion Commander?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right, so looking towards Team Secret. They know that already Evil Geniuses can deal with the Ember Spirit right now. They can deal kind of with the Shadow Demon as well.
They need one more disable at least.
In their support, because previous game, they revealed their mid-hero at this stage. Oh, it's gonna be a Spirit Breaker. You like it?
I don't know yet.
Okay. What is it gonna depend on? What needs to
If
happen?
he's gonna
first?
bash more than 17%, I'm gonna like it.
All right, it's all up to chance then. I mean, that's a tough one, leaving your game that is potentially your last game in the winner's bracket to chance. But sure, I'll take it.
They don't actually have a way to stop the charge right now. That's a big problem. So generally you'll see what Rubik, I think, is most common. Some other ones too, like Lion with a short cast point. But Darkseer, I guess you were right in asking whether or not that was a Universe hero.
Turns out it is not. So that is. Please don't tell me it's a Jungle Legion Commander, because if that is, then the pubs coming week are. Why are you making the happy dance?
I don't think it's Jungle Legion.
Safe lane Legion, mid Legion,
It's probably mid Legion then.
mid Legion.
Yeah.
All right. Thank God. Thank you.
They're not gonna have a jungle. I mean, they have a Wisp, but it's pretty useless.
We already
Yeah,
said
weak.
previous game that Evil Geniuses are the king of greed.
Yep.
They are the team that could do it. Shadow Fiend. What do you reckon? That's going to be your mid hero. If that is a Legion Commander mid, how does Shadow Fiend do?
Yeah.
Not so great.
Not so great.
They don't really have a good matchup versus Shadow Fiend, actually.
They can still put Legion Commander in the jungle. They can still put Juggernaut mid if they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Juggernaut's, I think, the best matchup because he's also the least vulnerable to the Spirit Breaker gank. They don't have a good save for him. Like, Wisp might have to park himself in the middle lane if they're worried about Spirit Breaker coming in. Ember Spirit versus Darkseer, I don't really think that's very good for the Ember Spirit, though. he can't really deal with the Ion Shell creeps at all, and not enough burst to deal with them. Flame Guard gets taken down quite easily.
And Shadow Demon is not really a support that helps you a lot with that as well.
Yeah. True that.
The Axe is the last band coming out from Evil Geniuses. Assuming for them then that Spirit Breaker is going to be a support or a 4-position Spirit Breaker. You agree with that?
Yeah, Kazu doesn't play that often.
All right, and the last band coming out for Team Secret is going to reveal what they are assuming is going to happen with the lanes on the side of Evil Geniuses, because it is kind of up in the air.
I hope we see Jungle LC.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't look so smug while you see that, Ben. That's not cool.
Jungle LC is awesome.
You're enjoying this way too much.
I'll give you my banana if it's Jungle LC.
I don't want your banana.
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Is this supposed to be a prize or like
I usually don't share it, but for this case I will.
No, it's an honor, but no thank you.
So they think it's a core Legion Commander banning out the Lion. They still have no way to stop the Spirit Breaker. I'm very surprised to see that. I think he can kind of just charge any lane and
5
just
seconds
destroy people.
Which support could fix that? Lion was one of them.
Rubik I see sometimes as well as Shaker. Those are the two that I see a lot. Omni Knight, the last pick. He owns LC.
He does, and there's a lot of save for duels as well. You got already the disruption, you got the heal. This could be scary for EG.
I already feel like I'm not gonna say EG is gonna win.
10 seconds remaining.
I like Secret Shaft
I like Secrets.
a lot more.
Pick a lot more.
5 seconds remaining.
No last pick for EG that could turn everything around.
They don't have a good way to deal with Repel right now, or GA. Like, you have to buy Diffusal. Shadow Demon's already taken by them. Silencers banned out by Evil Geniuses.
Or Spirit Breaker or Ember Spirit. You can just go in, there's only a duel, and that's it.
Yep. They're in a lot of trouble.
They are. They're taking into their bonus time right now. They got like 45 seconds left.
What's the last pick going to be, Lacoste?
I can't see it.
You can't see anything saving them at the moment? I also don't. I think Earth Spirit would have been decent for them, but that's been banned out. I can't really figure out a team fight support that can stop Spirit Breakers, early roam, that can also deal with the Omni Knight in the team fight.
I don't know, I see a Lion, as you mentioned before.
Lion's banned.
Just got banned.
Right.
GG.
So Team Secret thought the same as you guys. Well, we are going to find out. You already say that you like Team Secret's draft a little bit more.
Rubik, maybe? I think Rubik's pretty decent for its Omni Knight. But
Punch.
ooh.
All right.
Bold.
How does that answer your questions about what needed to be fixed in this draft?
If his hook accuracy is greater than Spirit Breaker's chance to bash, nice.
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 So earlier on, you guys went all out for EG this game. You already said you liked Team Secret's draft a bit better. Does Pudge change that at all?
No.
Okay. So you believe that Team Secret's going to take this and we're going to see game 3?
Great minds think alike.
They have a better draft. Doesn't necessarily
Okay,
mean they'll win.
so what needs to happen for Evil Geniuses to have a good game in this case? Is it the Pudge? Is it all
Pudge owns.
Pudge, yeah.
Pudge owns? We saw Pudge own earlier today with Black for Team Faceless. It can happen.
He's going to
Pudge
have to
can change the game.
really own.
10 seconds.
Even harder than Black did.
Okay, that is a lot of pressure.
5
And I feel
seconds
like it's
remaining.
not as one-sided, guys, as these two make it out to be. But we are going to find out how this Pudge is going to fare and how well he is going to have an impact on this game too. We are in the winners bracket finals, and it is over to Koto Guy as well as Fogged.
Thank you so much, Cheever, here side by side, of course, with my man Fog as we get ready to hop into game number 2 of our last upper bracket match of the day. It's Evil Geniuses, of course, versus Team Secret. EG get that one-game leverage already, but Fog, quite an intriguing draft for Evil Geniuses coming into game number 2. Really was kind of up in the air as far as where things were going. The LC pick kind of made things a bit interesting, but now based on the draft, what do you think? Panels seem to feel pretty confident that Secret had the upper hand. Do you agree with them?
I would have to agree, yeah. They don't really have anything to stop the Spirit Breaker or to deal too well with Omni Knight. They have very little to actually deal with the Ember Spirit as well, just to lock him down. They have Legion Commander duel, but other than that, it's very limited. So I would have to agree with the panel. The MYM buddies giggling to themselves, but I would have to agree with them too.
Oh, we'll see if that's going to be the case or not. Indeed, Arteezy sporting that Legion Commander. I mean, I got to tell you, I haven't seen this guy play this hero very much, not even in his pubs, but
Me either.
it's going to be an intriguing grab as it is. Sumail playing the Jug. And, of course, it's just going to be an intriguing case to see how much of the impact is it going to be on Zai for EG here to kind of just get the hooks, get the setup and connections in the early game to kind of really help EG kind of get the leverage early on.
It's massive. I mean, if Secret's able to come out of this laning phase and get their levels, it's just going to be this like death squad. They don't have anything to deal with Repel. A repelled Shadow Fiend just hitting your buildings, it's going to be very hard to deal with him. So yeah, they have to. It's going to be really up to Zai, working it with this Ion Shell, making moves all over the map. See how well he can do it. Maybe Crit and him can just pull out some magic.
The battle begins.
Well, we'll get underway here. Puppy going to be the one to hang behind to kind of block out the wave a bit. As Mid1 will quickly grab up that bounty and then kind of join him side by side. Now for Puppy's Spirit Breaker here, is it very similar to what we saw with his Weaver game? Is he looking to kind of just be a bouncer, hopping between the lanes, making that impact? Where should he be residing in the early game?
Make space for his Omni Knight and then just kind of make moves around, following the Wisp, following the Pudge around. I think that's more so what he needs to do. I'm really curious about this Legion Commander in Arteezy. I know he's been playing it a decent amount in pubs recently. But
oh yeah?
Yeah, he has actually been. He's been spamming it a decent amount.
Oh okay.
But
okay.
It's definitely a hero that is. It takes quite a lot to get used to how the playstyle is with it, especially with the Wisp, just having that interaction between the two of them.
Definitely a nice little intriguing
Mid lane
matchup
first
here.
Charge right away on Sumail, just putting pressure on mid. He saw the crit, I guess, coming out. He knows he doesn't have spin, so just putting that pressure, trying to help Mid1 in that early phase, since the Poor Man's Shield and the Quelling Blade on the Juggernaut does give him quite an advantage on the last hitting department versus a Shadow Fiend early on.
Yeah, trying to get him to chew through that early shared tango if possible. Trying to fend him off so Mid1 can get that early advantage here. But Puppy's going to sidestep from that point and maybe look to take initiative elsewhere. They already drew out that maybe a go towards the top lane might be necessary based on how EG decide to lane these. Meanwhile, Zai, he's going to be doing the jungle thing here. Yep, trying to get to that level 2 right away.
Trying to pull the camp. I think he actually did end up getting the first one, but right away, level 2 goes for the smoke play onto Mid1 with Juggernaut potential. They can definitely go for the kill here if he does land a hook, or even get on top of him with the rot. So he does have the Windlace. He has the bonus movement speed, 350 compared to 315 right now while he's smoked. Mid1 needs to watch his positioning.
Yes, he does here. Creeps in. I mean, Mid1 will feel somewhat comfortable thinking that he has that.
They've got the
nice
tether as well
ward,
with the Wisp, so
here we go. Jump in.
Trouble.
Zai's running in. Mid1 quickly heads up towards the river here. Puppy is on the route to try to help him out. Turns around, gets a couple of raises, and then they get the bash in. Crit's trying to help out. The second bash is there, but they need a bit more, and they're not going to have it. So they just fend off the aggression coming in from Secret, but that will be the end of it.
Good instant reaction by Puppy and by Mid1 to avoid that gank. So Crit and Zai already looking like they want to be making those like duo pair movements. Kazu getting burned down by Ansho. I know he does have the repel. Universe is trying to force it, but does not.
But Universe already 11 CS. Kazu on the other side with just 7 here, so he's going to be able to kind of really take the initiative in the lane and force Kazu to be in that awkward spot. Omni Knight obviously not too comfortable kind of working in melee range with those iron shells over the place, but he'll come in and get a couple of bops when possible. But it looks like it could be a little bit of a win-win for both sides on this one.
Yeah, lanes should be fairly even. I think the one thing is that Darkseer does come out quite ahead on bottom. So EG winning one lane and coming out pretty much tied out in the other two. Arteezy shouldn't really die at all in this top lane either with the press the attack. You can just remove the chains whenever they go for those type of kills and be able to clear the illusions quite easily into the later stages. Puppy sitting around mid lane, just trying to protect his Shadow Fiend. I think that's pretty much the thing, because getting a kill on Juggernaut is pretty unlikely.
Though they will, they'll give it the effort. Yeah. Moves in, passes him up, just enough to kind of knock him back and out of the lane here. Nothing too significant. Sumail at the moment doesn't have any regen on hand, so we'll have to be a bit more cautious as he's already lost about a half of his life. But with the creep wave well under his tower, he doesn't have to fend too far, and we'll be able to get a good share of the XP underway.
This could be the big thing that pushes it a little bit more into EG's favor, is Zai just pulling these neutrals. Pulls the off lane, denies a couple creeps, gets himself some much needed levels, and just limits what MP can get in that safe lane a bit. So like we said, the Pudge needs to do a lot in this game, and already he's having a pretty decent impact, putting a lot of pressure on the lanes. Crit getting gone on the disruptions there.
Yeah.
Arteezy is moving toward for the tether. He gets rooted up though. He should be just okay here. Press the attack coming out. He's still kind of low though.
Oh man, MP
The
started
charge coming
heading
out.
that way. I think he is going to be going down. This looks to be first blood for Secret. They got it done. It's MP who picks it up. They turn back on for Arteezy. They'll get the chains.
Where's the bash?
Pi's also here. Yeah, one bash maybe could be a good enough connection, but they're not going to be able to get it. So we'll be striking first. Bottom lane, we catch the back end of it, and it's going to be Universe going down. Hezu dropping him with a big heal, and also
And
mid lane.
mid.
Action all over the map right there, as this is going to be mid one getting the solo kill into Sumail.
Those are kills that you would not expect at all. I was glancing at mid, then I went looking bottom, and both of them
Can't
actually
stop
die.
yet. Even top lane aggression coming in as they're looking to dive forward, trying to get Pi, but here comes Puppey charging in, gets the forgiving bash thereafter. Arteezy looking to go under tower. He's desperate to get Pi. Pi looking to hide within the trees, trying to juke it about, not going to be able to make it away, but Arteezy might have paid with his own life going for this deep commitment. They've already lost Crit. MP, yeah, you're not going to be hiding from this one. MP catches him out, takes him down, and suddenly it's Secret up 5-1.
Mid gets
Hook
hooked.
on mid lane. Mid one gets pulled right into the arms of Zai. Sumail's there, comes in with the Blade Fury, and they should be able to bring him down. They will lose Zai, but he gets the deny right at the back end. Man, oh man, what a serious cluster of action already. 5-2 at 5 minutes in.
I'm really like surprised how Universe and Sumail died. I think Sumail, just because he doesn't have boots, he got right-clicked a couple of times and tried to spin on the creep wave and then just got turned with raises. But Universe dying to an Omni Knight, very unlike him.
Not expecting that at all. But Hezu now near level 7 because of it. You're looking at a guy who's going to be already bulking up a serious amount of sustain for his team, and it looks like he'll be going into extra sustain as far as items go too.
That was really, Zai and Pi literally just walked by each other and placed wards. I don't think they actually saw each other either. Mid lane. Sumail going for the aggressive, gets the spin, and the Omni slash bounces onto mid one.
Yeah, Puppey was close, but I guess not close enough to even attempt any sort of share of the Omni on that one, and Sumail will be able to bounce back with his own kill here. Pi though, in Viz mid lane, no opportunity to make the go onto Sumail as they'll back on out. EG get a forgiving
Dire's
kill
top
back their
tower
way.
is under attack.
Very needed kill.
And Secret already on the initiative for another movement. Top lane crit. Charge will get canceled.
MP gonna go heal up with the Remnant with the bottle, come back nice and healthy, going for that Veil build as we have seen every single game.
Dire's
Every
top tower
single game,
is
of
under
course.
attack.
Every single game on Ember, the new build. That talent.
Universe makes his return here back to the bottom lane. He's been able to recover quite a bit. Sports his bit of gold. The build up, the huge on this one.
Yeah, pretty big though for like that solo kill from Kez was actually so big. He's like really high level. He's going to be accelerated towards that mech early. Higher levels of repel early on. Going to be very important for them to be able to go for that group up maneuver.
And he now has that TP on hand here. So if something is to break down here, particularly this top lane, let's say, they will be rotating him in as that paramedic, but it looks like EG aren't looking to go on the advancement at this point. Arteezy's getting close to that level 6 now, and of course, as we know, duel will be online. Is it onto them? Do they want to start bringing in that dual damage as soon as possible? Do they have that kind of lineup where they can utilize the potential to kind of start getting in, duels earlier than later?
They could with like the Ion Shell. They do have a couple things to kind of enable him to go for more damage from that with the relocate coming out later. I think it's going to have to wait till they get their 6s online for the other heroes before the duels come out. But again, Sumail pushes mid one like out of the lane, even though he did have a bit of an unfavorable death there. He's able to, after that Omni Slash, just force him to retreat to the jungle, and Sumail now just in a 1 vs 0 matchup in the mid lane. And the ward coming out from Zai in the bottom lane does scout Puppey's moving down toward bottom, so he gets the DD, but Sumail actually isn't completely aware of it. I think they pinged him too, but I guess he just wanted to go back and go for the bounty rune bottom.
Yeah, seems to be the case here. He's going in low. He has that Omni Slash up, maybe hoping to kind of catch someone out, but to settle with the creep wave nearby instead. Universe comes close to feed him a little bit of mana, and Secret are back into the grind, making their approach back in towards the mid lane.
There we go. This could be the first smoke play of the game. MP leaves the top lane, traveling with Puppey, going for a kill on Zai. They saw Zai get blue of the lone bottom, so they are expecting Universe to just be jungling in the near vicinity. So they're looking for the first aggressive move from MP coming out.
Yeah, Universe, that is the case. Long gone from this bottom lane. Now Secret looking to swarm into EG.
Zai's like, there's no Ember Spirit in the top lane, dude. Something's up.
Yeah, something is up.
Puppy, digging the trees.
Oh, boy.
Zai. Oh, and
Oh, hello.
They found him.
They come in. Zai suddenly realizes what's going on, but he is surrounded by 4 Secret members, and I don't think we're going to have anyone from EG rotate in to help out on this one. He's going to make him sweat for it, though, but they'll eventually get the grab, and they will be able to get the kill, and Secret could segue this into a Tier 1 push.
Yeah, good rotation coming out from mid one as well. Him being the physical aspect on the team to actually go for those tower sieges. And the mirror rotation coming out from EG trying to pressure that top lane since 4 heroes do show bottom. And Sumail pressuring the mid lane, just kind of staying on his own a bit for now.
EG.
Secret is wanting to fight this one. They even bring the Omni Knight, the important hero. Spirit Breaker crossing the map with a big charge.
He is being spotted out from Sumail, so it's obviously going to be a bit noticeable from EG that Secret are rotating in, but they're looking to catch him on the way. Zai goes for the hook, but not going to be able to get the connection. Also sweeping in, there's Kezu, there's MP. They're going to get the chains, they're going to get the heal bomb. They're looking to go for Universe here. A wall going to be committed. They're looking to not cross through it. Kezu's going to be forced to go to it, but he pops out the Guardian Angel. Now they put their focus on the crit. They will be able to take him out. A duel going to be coming out from Arteezy, but the heal bomb is there. Huge damage comes out, and he's going to be going down. Nice save as well with the disruption, and they head on out. Zai will be able to get the deny off, and it's going to be a huge Secret fight on this one, making it a 3-for-1 trade.
Zai does fortunately get the deny for himself.
Yep.
So just a 2-for-1, but still, they're the ones making the aggressive move. They don't get the tower, and they lose multiple heroes and lose their safe lane tower. So good reactions coming out from Secret. And this is the power of their lineup like we talked about. They have a lot of sustain coming out from the Omni Knight, turns the fight instantly, this disruption as well. Very hard for EG to get a successful duel.
Sumail gets a hard shot into MP, a second crit onto MP, and suddenly he's feeling a little bit confident here, but that will spring out a rotation in from their Omni Knight. And
they've got the charge
same
coming
with
out.
The heal, but yeah, as mentioned, Puppy moves in. Another immediate bash after that charge, but not looking to pursue any further. They'll let that one slide.
Zai is smoked. Oh, doesn't get the hook on mid one.
Nope. Swing it out. They'll have to pull off and look for new opportunities elsewhere, it would appear. Yeah, unfortunately, first duel, not going to be successful there for EG.
Yeah, they're trying to make as much happen as possible, but Secret responding with more heroes every single time. Once they get this mech on the Omni Knight too, it's going to be pretty hard for EG to really fight into it. They're trying to claim this Tier 1 tower, at least one of them in the early game, to give them a little bit more potential to get those type of duels and relocate potential with the map control that they get from it.
Ooh. MP here could be at risk of a hook. And there it is. Nice hook, nice grab, nice suspender, and even a wall on top of it just in case. Keel certainly secured on this one. MP goes down. We're not done yet. Fisherman Zai hanging out nearby just in case Pi takes a few too many steps out of position.
I think they forfeit this tower. They do this, get the scan on Pi, they get the relocate coming in, and that looks like a very dead Shadow Demon.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Arteezy's like, dual damage, please. Oh, and he doesn't get it. He tried.
Tried to go for the duel, not going to get the easy damage, and we'll settle for the pickoff instead. Plus the tower, though. Certainly nice for EG.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And they will now congregate together as a team. 6-8 our score right now. We'll take an early peek at the net worth. It's only just a hair in favor of EG on this one after the commanding start by Secret. EG crawling themselves back into an even playing field.
Yeah, mech finished up on Universe now at base, so they'll have that little bit of extra healing potential on top of the healing ward, the press the attack, and the wisp. They do have quite a lot of sustain coming out in their lineup. They do have that going for them, but they don't really have anything to deal with the repel.
So what does that mean? I mean, we need to get a particular item pickup for anyone on EG. I don't know if Diffusal is going to be the answer anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, so it's like, what are your other options at this point if there really are none? Repel's repel.
You just got to kind of avoid the repel, make sure that the Omni Knight is taken out of position. It's up to the hooks. So they can bring him out of position, or they can go for like a disable once Arteezy does go for blink if he does. But it looks like he's doing the blade mail into armlet build, going for that type of more scaling build since they have a Jug and LC as their chorus. Arteezy though looks
this
like
is
he's dead.
5-man secret movement, all for Arteezy. And he purges, runs up north, tries to weasel out a little bit, but obviously outnumbered on this one grossly. And Secret will take that. Rest of EG, you know, in the meantime, not really getting too much done, but are able to get a little bit of farm time here. and just kind of looking to square these lanes back up. Touch base with Sumail here after he picks up this bounty. He's got the helm and a Centaur companion. And looking to build up into what looks like a Sage and Yasha.
Does look like it, yeah. Going for that very early game fighting build. No point in getting the defusal, so why not? Puppey getting Omni Slashed, and he is dead.
Yo, okay. Quick work right there. Kezu comes in. It's a bit too late to save his captain, but mid-one's here too. Nice grab from Zai. Pulls back the Omni Knight here. Is he going to try to get anything off? But there's a follow-up duel, and they're not going to get it done. There's your first duel victory there going the way, but they are going to get the fire back onto Sumail. Mid-one pops out the ulti, turns back for Arteezy, takes him down with the raise. Vacuum pullback, though, does come out from Universe, but it's not going to be good enough. Triple kill for mid-one on this one. But here comes Crit and Universe. Now going to get surrounded a bit by MP. Shoves him back a bit. Remnants forward. Can't quite get the finish. Crit, they are forced off.
Almost saved Sumail there.
But they get the chains on for Universe. There's the movement for Puppey. The Nether Strike back, and that's going to make it work. 4 go down from the side of EG.
So it was 4 for just 1? No, 2. They get Puppey in the initial, and then they do get the hook on Kezu.
You are correct.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, yeah, man.
Pi in mid one, just getting that purge up onto the Juggernaut while he's spinning. Just gets right-click down. Crit just, I think the spin lasted a 0.5 too long that he wasn't able to get the tether to bring Sumail out of that one.
And with that advantage, Secret pull off suddenly. Mid-one with that huge fight. King of net worth at this point.
Yeah, that was a very big Requiem coming out for him. Now he's got his Dragon Lance, he's even tankier, and he's going for that Rush Butterfly build.
Whoa.
So just straight right-click damage potential and some survivability as well with the evasion.
I mean, it's not really a BKB kind of a game here against EG, is it?
Well, just another hook coming up
somehow finds a target onto Puppey there on the back end side, but there is going to be a disruption save. Pulled to the low ground with the vacuum. They'll quickly burst him down along with Pi. Both of the supports going to be dropped on this one. They will get the grab onto Zai with the last right quick of mid-one. He will peace out on the back of a TP and just take the 1 kill, but it is EG who will take down both supports.
So deny from mid-one, but it cost them the 2 supports.
Yeah.
Nice hook there coming out from Zai, for sure. And I think, was that dual damage? He did get dual damage, right? Right at the end of it, right at the end of the duel. So yeah, he's got 10 at least coming out for Arteezy.
No, he's only got the 1 from earlier. He did not get a duel. Yeah,
okay,
so he's still only got 1 duel bonus damage under his belt right now. Probably feeling a bit unsatisfied if you're Arteezy at that point.
Yeah, the Omni Knight, the Purification on top of the Disruption coming out from
tough.
Pi. Just, it's very hard to get those duels coming out if they're not like in the perfect position. Just very easy for Secret to save those and not allow him to get that damage build up.
Looks like MP is going to be going for the Blink Dagger next on his Ember.
Some catch on top of the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah. Favoring the extra bit of mobility on this one.
Getting to the back line, yeah.
His eyes close as he builds into his early hood, trying to tank up a bit. But they'll fend off this push for now, and people go back to his grind of farm. Crit, I'm sure, on scout across the map here. He has the relocate up, but they will be seeing that the pressure's actually be coming from this top lane. Secret are making a move in. It looks like they will easily claim this tier 1. No threat from EG on this. EG making their own trade, or at least their own movement down this mid lane instead.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I'm pretty impressed with the way that they're standing up versus Secret so far. So like when Secret gets like that unit and they get those like 3 or 4 heroes in position to go for the towers, it's very hard for EG to fight. But they just have to kind of like be like, okay, Zai, you got to land this like glorious hook and we got to mess the fight up so Universe gets a big combo. But here we go. Smoke directly into Secret. There's no Guardian Angel coming out.
It's a smoke from both sides. EG with the latter one. Universe heads to the high ground, but it is now Secret in kind of a better position here. Mid one heads up and to the other side. EG are not going to feel so comfortable heading into that side of the map, so both teams will just kind of have to let that smoke go.
Yeah, Secret just aware of it, getting the high ground position. There's no way that EG can fight into like in that kind of detriment.
Again, a still pretty tight game on this one too. Back and forth we go, 10-14. A couple of trades here and there, but no one really feeling like the big king. Oh my God, Sumail, be careful. Oh my goodness, those illusions hurt. Backs off a bit, but he'll be fine. That butterfly done. Mid one. He's starting to feel it, yeah.
Very fun.
And he's going to be going to a Scotty next. He's getting pretty gross.
Yeah, his illusions are Gotta be pretty powerful to say the least at this point in time. Just running them at the mid tower. Not even bothering with the creep wave. Pi just wanted to get that chip damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's working.
It is working. 200 damage from just those illusions, and they weren't even. That wasn't even full duration. He ran them from pretty far back. So again, rinse repeat. They really want to claim that tier 1, remove EG's access to kind of just fight near the mid lane.
Looks like Sumail's got his Sanjin Yasha now complete. Just needs to fly it in here, it looks like. And I don't know if that's a big ticket item to start taking fights,
lane.
but yeah, top lane crit. We'll
down.
catch the back end of it, hiding within the trees. Secret will pop him. It's a lone little support. Far from his home, far from his friends.
I think he was just like solo pushing out the lane a bit and just gets jumped by the Ember Spirit. Mid lane, Sumail gets purged up. The charge is coming out, cancels the TP from the spin, and Sumail should be brought down very easily
Oh
here.
my god, ruthless bumps coming in. Puppy really channeling his inner RNGesus on this one. Able to get the connection. Sumail gets dropped. Secret feeling pretty good. Make their advancement down this mid lane, and EG going to be the ones to be on the defensive.
Radiant's middle tower
But
has
not going to
fallen.
be able to have an answer for that tier 1 takedown. Secret not letting up though. Still hanging around back through this mid lane. Zai
So hard for
inching
EG
forward,
to fight.
but yeah, there's not too many openings here. It's feeling like it's a lot onto maybe Zai to get that one, clutch hook, isolating someone from Secret in hopes that they could burst it down. But
They scan near the Roche pit, expecting Secret to kind of back up and go for that one here. And they do catch someone inside of the scan, so they might be thinking that something's going on there, but Secret making moves just to split up around the map, maximize their efficiency after taking that mid tier 1.
yeah, they won't get it and pull off. This is, still a bit concerning. Arteezy with just that 10 duel damage just kind of goes to show that we're really not too many openings here for EG. No easy openings at that, and it's been more Secret kind of deciding where the fight's going to happen. Mid one's back again. This time he's got a DD rune bottled up and 2,000 gold in his pocket. Charges out for the mid lane, and Arteezy, another purge, another bump charge.
Gets blown up from that DD.
Is there some crazy exploit I'm missing here? Another grab onto Arteezy, and Secret now up and up, 17 to 10.
This
And with
Roche
that
is-
win, they'll definitely go into the Roche and definitely get it done.
Yeah, very quickly as well. DD on the Shadow Fiend just going to bring it down with ease. And with an Aegis, that's going to be their time to go for those tier 2s, clean up the shrines, and just stay as a unit. I think that's the only way that the only way that Secret really loses this game is if they split up and somehow get caught like a million times versus EG. But yeah, like we said, like the panel mentioned as well, it's very difficult for EG to really battle versus this 5-man lineup that Secret has with the Repel, with the heal, with Mech. It's too much for them to deal with.
And lately, I have rarely, if ever, seen Secret have anyone just kind of out on their own. This has been a glued unit
Radiant's top
of a
tower
team.
has fallen.
Going from objective to objective, now claiming a tier 2 just after claiming that Roche. And back off and set a course for the next tower if they'd like. Because I would imagine in any 5-on-5 situation, Secret definitely are having the upper hand here.
Absolutely.
And MP, what did he just pick up here? It looks like his Boots of Travel.
Yeah.
Are en route. So Boots and Blink already done for him. He can start building into those sweet, juicy items now.
Mid one almost finishing up his Eye of Scotty now too, so the illusions are going to be even more buff, and he's going to have that chase potential with the slow and the kite potential on the Juggernaut and the Legion. So EG just kind of sticking as like a 3-2 split up and trying to maximize any type of efficiency possible, farm where they can, but Secret again, just run as this unit. Here we go. Universe is charged up. Will they actually finish this one? It looks like they are going to. They get the grab on him. He gets the Guardian Greaves off to remove it, though it's a bit too deep for Puppy. No point in them diving towers. They need to just go for their standard approach, just run in together as a unit and take it out. And
Even the Ogre lives.
as Sumail's over, yeah.
No, well, never mind.
And it did. But yep, again, just group up, go for these towers, siege. Don't split up. There's no point in splitting up with the lineup that you have versus EGs. They can't fight into this at all. I feel like I'm a broken record.
I mean, like, what do we do at this point if you're EG? It's really kind of hard to find the response play here for him. I mean, I hate to say that it's already got to be looking to high ground defense territory for him, but that might have to be the case here. You have the Darkseer, which is nice. You have the Pudge on the inside to kind of try to isolate and get a clutch hook, but, outside of those, I don't see too many realms of opportunity for them to kind of really get on the up and up. So.
Yeah, definitely not. And I really like the Boots travel pickup from MP there, so that they can, keep doing that kind of push together, and then MP can just deal with the side lanes a bit. Since it's pretty hard for them to really kill him. The only way they do it is if they get like a perfect duel into the relocate, but it's still quite hard if they have to be really perfect about it.
Minwan picked up his first ulti orb, but is hiding it in his backpack, maybe not looking to reveal his item choices here. But they pull off right now, and also have that Vlad's soon to be complete on Khezu. More utility even coming in, more survivability.
Yep, auras, just get all the damage potential, and then giving his Shadow Fiend a bit of lifesteal on top too. Mid one finishes the Eye of Scotty. Now we'll probably see him swap it in quite soon. Maybe just wait for the Aegis to take out, but he's still got a couple more minutes, so I wouldn't be too surprised if he just swaps it for his TP in quite small time, and yeah, he does it right away.
Surprise Scotty.
Yeah, level 18 as well now, so he's got max Requiem, and soon he's going to be level 20 for the plus 2 damage per soul, so gaining another plus 72 damage for him.
Secret have spotted. They have that ward at the ancient camp. They look to make their charge in, but EG are already on their way out, scurrying away home. Zai, though, might not be so fortunate, not able to get the connection of the chains. Yeah, so Zai's going to be able to make it away. Bit unfortunate there for Secret to be able to get the snag, but thankful for EG to be able to make it away without losing anybody.
Still, same name of the game. Go for the towers. They don't need to die for those kills. They can just take out the tier 2s, then they're going to clean up the shrines. And
just a nice, clean, methodical game here from Secret, recognizing their potential and just kind of take, I don't want to say the easy road, but they're doing just what's necessary to kind of advance their advantage in this game.
Yeah, the proper road. They recognize, like, there's no way EG can fight us. Like, that's probably exactly what they're saying to each other as well. There's no way they can fight us. Just take it slow. We'll win this game.
Good, clean game here coming out from Secret right now. And EG stuck in a position where they have very few options. Almost feels like a 180 from game number 1. And now they're in that territory of just kind of fishing for maybe potential grabs of this Zai hook, but I'm sure it's something that Secret are going to be privy to here. Not going to get the grab on that, but the sieging will continue. More disruption, illusions here on the Shadow Fiend as a tier 2 set to be dropped.
Another hook.
Not going to get the connection here. So that's all tier 2s.
Shrine time.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Shrines are up for grabs, everybody.
Yep, going to go for the top one first. Mid one's going to push out bottom with his Boots of Travel. Pretty sure he leaves a Remnant, as he should.
Money, money, money.
Don't see it, but yeah, it's okay. It's in the mid lane, so yep. And the amount of wards that Secret puts up too, even a couple of redundant wards, all kind of in like the same vicinity, putting one on the hill and then one right next to it, just emphasizing how much they want to claim this shrine and make sure that they get this map control. And same thing, stick together as unit, wait for next Roshan, wait for this level 20 coming out for the Shadow Fiend too, so he gets that bonus damage from his talents. And with the next Aegis, we'll probably see them start to go for that high ground siege with the illusions. They can just constantly send the illusions, and Legion Commander does have overwhelming odds and around the same cooldown as the Shadow Demon Disruption, but they are pretty tanky illusions now already with how farmed mid one is. This is their time, though, to go for this pickoff on MP. Will they be able to get it? Zai is lining up for the hook.
Would be a real nice grab here for EG if they can get it done. Arteezy thirsty for more damage. Now has the armlet to help it out, but
yeah, Blink, Armlet, Blade Mill, he's got
look
his
at Secret just, hey, where's EG? Not on the map, so we're going to hang back and just kind of get a read here. Now we'll send some casual illusions to spot it out. Oh, hey, what's happening up here? The jig is up, and now Puppy's looking to make his move. Zai is not even happy with this coming in illusion. Goes for the hook onto Puppy. Tries to jump in, looking to go for the duel, but the vacuum of the rest is Secret. Looking to make the move in. Wall's going to get dropped. There goes the mid one ulti, and he gets bursted down. That is going to be the drop of 2 from EG. And now the right clicks come out. Sumail going to get purged up. No Blade Fury for you. Double kill for mid one. A commanding advantage once again here for Secret. They will lose MP, but still a worthy trade for him.
Very nice bounces for Sumail. Very fortunate ones. It only went on MP pretty much from that entire Omni Slash, but crit coming down into his death. Do they have reveal for him to stop the TP? They don't.
They don't. Cheeky little guy will make it back home.
Yeah, missing an extra kill, but getting what they wanted. They get 3 for 1 on their on their terms as well. They saw the movement coming out from Zai. They just turned the fight around, but EG did try to fight. You know, it's not like they were like, leave Zai alone. They just ditch him. No, they actually tried to go for this. But
yeah, even committing that duel too, hoping that they can get the burst on the Puppy first and foremost, but yeah.
They didn't even have to use Guardian Angel from Khezu there. So
the full Secret posse still staying together here. The buddy system, I like to call it, is they get their smoke and make their advancement all the way up north. where we have little universe here.
He's out.
Yeah.
Doesn't see anyone on the map. Knows something's up.
Good game sense right there. Avoids the trouble of Secret making their approach. Secret will recognize he's gone and probably just take the lane instead and push it right back down. Did they take out both the shrines already? It looks like they have.
They did, yep.
So only thing left here for Secret is really maybe finding an opportunity for the next Roche to come up, and then it's sieging time, I'd imagine.
Yeah, definitely. Roche should be, we'll find out in the next 5 to 10 seconds how long it will be till it respawns, but the line is drawn from Pi. They want to start sieging the tier 3 already with the illusion, since mid one's already pretty much a critical mass, and he's got level 20 now too, so he's got that +2 damage per soul, so 72 more damage from Necromastery, sitting on it. 400 base damage with a crit, with a small crit, not a Daedalus just yet, but still quite a lot of damage. Pi very aware that the only thing that they can really do for EG is get a high ground ward and try to go for hooks, so he dewards the high ground right away. Let's see, Roche actually, was that I think that was an instant respawn.
It was a very, very small timer.
So will they scout it out? We'll find out. Puppy looks to be going toward it. Checking it out, checks out the rune. Does not go in the pit, though. He just wants to push out the mid lane for now.
All right. They'll pull off and away here and probably get the intel soon enough. Look to move in, take that objective, and kind of round things out. Sumail to the bottom lane here. Sees MP. Shoves him back a bit. MP not too concerned about it.
Couple right clicks.
Get out of here. Goes back and we'll grab up his rune. But, yeah, Secret just more eyes on the prize here. And keeping this pressure in the top lane. Happy to kind of force EG into this position where they know, well, you're inside your base. We know you're not farming anywhere else.
Sumail gets his TP stopped, and the charge is coming out too. MP with a beautiful chains to stop that. Sumail now should go down to the Spirit Break, but no, they don't know where everybody else is on the side of EG. They don't feel like they want to go for that type of risky play. Sumail in very dangerous territory there, though.
Oh, he scared me.
When MP went in, I was like, uh-oh, Sumail's in some trouble. But don't want to risk it when they're playing versus a Wisp as well, being able to relocate a couple heroes. They don't know where everyone else on the side of EG is. They could have thought it was a bait, not wanted to risk anything when they're sitting at a almost 15,000 gold lead. Roche is up, as we mentioned before, and this is where they go for it. Getting the Aegis up on mid one would be incredibly lovely.
EG will heal up inside the base, pop their smoke, and look at this. Considering making their own move out,
they're getting pinged instantly.
Unorthodox, but yeah.
They know exactly where they are. Yeah, look at the line drawn from Kezu. He knows exactly where they're standing. Pi sending some illusions up the hill.
It's so fishy, though.
Claiming high ground from Secret. Getting into a better, advantageous position. Lanes are all pushing in, too. So they're aware that this is going down absolutely.
All right, EG. What are they going to do? They maybe looking to cut off Secret on the way down. The element of surprise may be one of the best things they can go for at this point. Oh, MP, though, confidently jumping right in, looking to go for the chains, but the Greaves are going to be there. They now spot Arteezy within the trees. They hit him up with the Purge. Jump in for crit, but it's not going to be good enough. Try to relocate him back, but is not going to get the grab, and now it's going to be crit. Oh, man, poor little Wisp trying to make it back out, but hey, maybe he can. Nope, doesn't have the glimmer either. So here he comes.
Goes for the TP trick, doesn't get it.
See you later, little ball.
Here we go, high ground time.
Yeah, and no buyback on Sir Artur. Going to be out for just about 30 seconds without any sort of answer. And that's when Secret look to make their go. That's going to be a tier 3 in trouble. Sumail just frantically jumping in, looking to go for the full Omni Slash here. Sets back, and, well, he gets caught within the other side. As soon as he falls, our EG know that this one is as good as done, and they will call it. And we're going to be going to a game at number 3 in the semifinal matchup.
Yep, good drafting game plan from Secret. Yeah. It was way too hard for EG really to do much in this game. I think the panel kind of called it just the way it was. Not much that they could do to deal with this, the Spirit Breaker pickup, and not much that they could do to deal with the Omni Knight. As soon as they grouped up and just went for the tier 1s, it wasn't really anything that EG could do. They tried to fight a few times, but you could see it was kind of futile.
Doesn't feel like it's the most exciting thing ever, especially when you got something like a Legion Commander and a Pudge and a Spirit Breaker in the game, but Secret played that as smooth, as disciplined, and as clean as you can ask for. And when you need to get the win, I mean, that's really what you want to do. So they earned that win, and they earned their chance now to take it to a Game 3 to stay alive in the upper bracket. And we'll have to see if EG are going to shake things up in that Game 3. We'll cut to a break now. When we return, it's Game 3 of Evil Geniuses versus Team Secret.
gaming bets. Online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans.
Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match.
Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.